They're jealous of you. They're jealous of you. I need you to realize who you are. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're ambitious. Everything that you touch turns to gold. You are the type of woman, no matter what you're going through, you still wear a smile on your face. No matter what didn't go your way, you still show up and you try harder. That's who you are. You have this energy on you, and it's radiant, it's bright. The way you make them feel when they're around you, top tier. They feel like their highest self when they're with you. But that also breeds jealousy. That also breeds envy. 9 times out of 10, you don't know your worth. You don't know how amazing you are outside of your bubble. And you find yourself in these situationships, these friendships, these dynamics where the people you're with, they're not on the same type of time as you. They're not waking up every single day trying to figure out how they can improve themselves. A lot of times these people are insecure, they're broke, they're lost, they're still trying to figure it out. They don't know who they are. And then you, not knowing who you are, you stay in these friendships. And then you wonder why they treat you the way they treat you. They treat you that way because they are jealous of you. And the quicker you can understand that, the quicker you can get that through that pretty skull of yours, the quicker you can remove yourself from those dynamics. Listen, being around people who are jealous, who are envious of you, they're going to tear you down. And most of the time it's subconscious. You guys, these people aren't awake. They are very unaware. They don't have self-awareness. Self-awareness is key, and a lot of people don't have it, okay? They don't even recognize what they're doing. All they know is you make them feel this small. You don't do it on purpose. You don't walk around bragging about the things that you have, the things that you've accomplished, but they can feel it in your energy, okay? You don't have to tell people what you're working on every single day. They can feel it in the way you carry yourself, the things that you talk about. A lot of people are very negative. So when they come around you and you're not talking about, woe is me, I got this going on, that going on, they can feel it. They know how blessed you are. See, being blessed is a feeling. It just means how you feel about yourself on a day-to-day basis. See, a lot of times people think feeling blessed or being blessed means you have material stuff. You have cars and houses and you can take expensive trips. That's not blessed. Blessed is a feeling, and they can feel the blessing on you because of the things that you choose to talk about. You're not talking about how the world is coming to an end. You're not talking about who hates you. You're not sitting around gossiping. You're talking about improving. You're talking about the things that you got going on that's going to get you to the next level in your life. It's a totally different vibe when they're around you. They came up to you, they approached you. Remember, people approach you because they see something in you that they want that they don't have. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. So don't look at it like, oh, people are coming up to me because they want me. You come up to people too because you see something in them that you like, that you admire. There's nothing wrong with that. They approached you because they saw something in you that they like, that they don't have. And they wanted to connect with you. It's your energy, it's your spirit, it's that light on you. You look happy. You're beautiful, not just on the outside, but the inside too. And so they got with you because you're not like anything they've ever experienced before. They can't place their finger on it, but they know there's something different about you. But the more they keep spending time with you, seeing what you're really like, seeing what you're really about, it gets to them. It's like love and hate. They love the fact that you make them feel so good about themselves, but they hate the fact that they can't feel that way about themselves when you're not around. And that slowly starts to breed jealousy, okay? And now they are subconsciously tearing you down. The same things that drew them to you in the first place, now they're starting to resent. That smile that you have without having a reason, they hate that because they don't have that for themselves. You show up even if people aren't supporting you. They hate that because they couldn't do that themselves. So they're going to start to pull back the support. They're going to start to pull back the compliments. Maybe they used to compliment you, now you don't ever hear a compliment because That's how they feel about themselves. You guys, people can only meet you where they are. A lot of times, and I'm guilty of this too, we want people to support us. Why don't they support me? You know, that really used to irritate me, how I could see people see what I'm working on. They see my content. They see that I'm out here trying to get it every single day, and they say nothing about it. And I'm like, dang, they can't even tell me good job. But what I failed to realize is I can only meet people, or people can only meet me where they're at. I'm asking people to support me, and they don't even support themselves. Ask yourself, the person who is treating you the way they're treating you, do they support themselves? How many ideas did they have that they might have shared with you that they actually followed through on? I told you guys, a lot of times these people that we're talking about, they're lost. They haven't worked on themselves. They haven't healed their traumas. They're not out here every single day trying to be better than they were yesterday. So 9 times out of 10, they're not even supporting themselves. But then you expect them to support you. It don't work like that. The only people who can support you are people who actively support themselves. And these people who are jealous of you, they don't do that. They're not supporting themselves. They're not showing up for themselves. They're not pouring into themselves. A lot of times these people are lazy. These people are codependent. These people are insecure. These people are immature. And the problem is you don't know who you are. And you are allowing their words and lack of support, their lack of praise to make you feel like you're less than. And that's what they want subconsciously. Remember, you guys, these people are asleep. They don't know what they're doing. They do not know what they're doing because they do not have self-awareness. You have worked on yourself. And then something else that I know I struggle with, and you might have struggled with too, is you're trying to figure out, well, if they don't like me so much, why do they keep trying to be around me? Because they feel like their highest version when they're with you. When they're with you, they feel like they can accomplish the world too. They've never felt that before. When they're with you, you make them feel like they're amazing because that's how you feel about yourself. But again, it's love and hate. It's push and pull. They love the fact that they've never been around somebody like you before, but they hate the fact that they can't relate to you. They can't measure up. They don't have it because they haven't done the work on themselves. That's why they don't have it. And you need to realize they're jealous of you. The quicker you can understand that, the quicker you can accept that, the quicker you can move on. These people aren't meant to be with you long term. It's never going to work. It's never going to work because they're always going to see you as the best thing smoking. But because they are insecure, they can't just love on you. They're going to slowly start to pull you down. See, you're trying to raise them up, but all you're doing is raising their demons. They can't stay around you but for so long. And how do you know they're jealous of you? Well, it's a couple things. One, they're not going to support you at all. If you talk about something that you're working on, the response that you get from them is going to be very vague. They might even change the subject. They might say, oh, I have a friend who's doing this X, Y, Z, the same thing you're doing, but they're just going to put the spotlight on somebody else, okay? Something else that they might do is they're going to start trying to hold back on responding to you right away. See, they don't want you to feel important. They don't want you to feel important because they already know you're important, but they don't want you to feel like you're important. So they're going to delay texting. They're going to delay their responses. You guys, you can feel it deep down inside. You know what's going on. You may not want to fully admit it, but you can feel it. You can feel the energy because if you are that ambitious person with that light on you, you have the God in you, so you can feel it. You don't have to hear them say, yeah, I'm jealous of you. You can feel it, and you know you can feel it. Stop trying to overthink and second guess. No, that's my friend for 10 years. She's not jealous of me. If you feel it, that's because it is. We got to get out of this mindset of not listening to our gut and our intuition. You know what it is deep down inside. You can feel the energy. Stop trying to gaslight yourself. Yes, they are jealous of you. The minute you talk about something that you're working on, now they working on it. The minute you tell them something you want to do, now they want to do it. You guys, they're jealous of you. They're jealous of you. They don't want you to feel important. They don't want you to feel special because they already know you're special, but they don't want to aid in your specialness because they're that worried about you. They are that jealous of you. Yes, you are amazing. If you didn't know, just look at the people you're around, and if they're insecure, if they're immature, they're letting you know how amazing you really are. But this is your sign. This is confirmation for you to remove yourself. You can't grow when you're around level down people. That may sound harsh. That may sound arrogant, but it's the truth. You cannot elevate if you continue to hang around people who are draining you of your feel-good energy. They want you to be sad because you're always fucking happy. Because they're not happy. You don't think people would love to wake up every single day with a smile on their face without having a reason? You don't think they would want that for themselves? Of course they do. They want that. Because they don't feel good about themselves. These people don't even compliment themselves. They sit around tearing themselves down. So of course they're going to tear you down. That's how they treat themselves. Again, for the umpteenth time, people can only meet you where they're at. You are surrounding yourself with people who are not working on themselves every day. They're just going day by day trying to figure it out. They don't have intention. They don't have a plan for their life. A lot of times, you guys, these people, they're just insecure. And you think that by continuing to be their friend, by continuing to be in a relationship with them, you think that you're going to help them change, but you're not. All they're going to do is tear you down and take that very thing that they loved about you in the first place, which is your light. Slowly, over time, they're going to dim it. They're going to dim it. And then it's going to get dark. And then you're going to be on level 0 trying to figure out, well, what happened to me? I used to feel so good. I used to be so blessed. And now I don't even recognize myself anymore because you stayed too long. You stayed too long. The minute you see the signs, you got to go. You got to go. It's not going to get better. It is not going to get better. It is going to get worse because they're not doing the inner work. You can't heal them. You cannot fix them. You cannot help them. They have to help themselves. And most of the time they're not going to. All they're going to do, the minute you distance yourself, you break up with them, you end the friendship, all they're going to go do is find somebody else that they can leech on. Because they don't want to sit down and do the work, the inner work, the healing. They don't want to go to counseling. They don't want to become self-aware. They want to point the blame and blame you. That's not your problem. You have a mission. There's a reason why you're here. There's something very special about you, and you should not be spending time trying to build somebody up. A man, a woman, no. All the work that you put into building yourself up, and you going to build someone else up? Absolutely not. This is why I stress the importance of knowing who the hell you are and having confidence in yourself, because once you reach that self-love, you're not going to tolerate it from anybody. Yes, they're jealous of you. That's why there's no support. That's why they don't compliment you. That's why every time you share something that you're working on, they want to do it too. They really admire you. But that pride and that ego that they have, they never gonna say it. Even though they can support somebody else, even though they can, be around other people, they're not gonna do it because it's you. They are jealous of you. It's something about you. And 9 times out of 10, it's because they're just so close to you. The other people that they support, they don't really know them like that. They don't see what they got going on a day-to-day basis. It's a very distant type of friendship. But with you, they talk to you regularly. They're around you regularly. They are so close to your light and it blinds them. And again, they love the fact that when they're with you, you make them feel like they can do anything. But at the same time, they resent the fact that you have all these amazing things going on. And it might not even be what you think is amazing, but to them it is, because they don't have that. And it's the energy that you carry, the fact that you can turn lemons into lemonade. You could be going through your darkest moments right now, but you still have a fucking smile on your face. It eats them up inside because they don't have that at all. You could have just lost your job, but you still showing up every day trying to figure out what you're going to do. Somebody like them, they going to be in the bed crying and depressed as hell. And they see you getting up, like they sitting there saying, how can she still be happy and not be sitting around moping, and she just lost her job? How can she do that? Because you're blessed. Blessed is a feeling. God is within you, and it radiates through you. So for the millionth time, yes, they are jealous of you. If you felt that, that's because it was. Stop trying to gaslight yourself. Just ask yourself, would you want to be your friend? If you were not you, would you want to be around you? Yeah. Yes. That's why they still continue to be around you, even though they are jealous of you. Because again, you make them feel amazing in the moment because they don't have that for themselves. You're doing amazing. Keep going.